For the hybrid, I'm excited. Well, of course, but not many other people know. I just built a relationship with Letters Aloud like this year, and so I didn't even know what Letters Aloud was until the quarantine, and I got to understand their programming and like what they do, and I was just like, I've noticed that I've been like sending more letters now, and like writing more ever since that, but it's helped stay connected in a time of like such disconnect, and feeling of isolation, and just being around the Letters Aloud people and like the programming and the importance of words being like read out loud or just like receiving of the words. It's just amazing, and I can't wait. And so I'm excited to see them on our stage. I'm excited to see the Edmonds Cooks because, well, I just love things like that. And it's also like different from just like a performance. So I think that's the part of the hybrid series that I'm actually like excited about, are those two. But I'm also excited for the comedy, because who doesn't love comedy?
Yeah, and who doesn't need it right now?
Especially need it, yeah. I feel like that's probably going to be like the hybrid series is probably going to be the thing that not everyone, like the thing that you didn't know you needed. Like that's what that series is going to be.
Yeah, I think now that you've sort of painted that picture, I think the thing I love most about that series is it's really centered, generally speaking, around connection. Mm-hmm. So I love the way you described Letters Aloud and what that means. And I think that concept, it was meaningful when they first created the concept and they began to do their shows. And the way they do that, collecting these beautiful, brilliant letters, and bring them together in a theme and tell a story from start to finish about love or about connection or about forgiveness or whatever their theme is. We all have forgotten sometimes the power of the written word, and specifically handwritten letters. We just don't do that anymore. Email changed that, and I'm with you. It's a bummer to open up your mailbox these days, because there's nothing like that in there, where when we were little there were letters in there. And it's so anyway, I think what they've done is brilliant. I think it's powerful. I always feel uplifted and emotional every time I see one of their shows, and so I think that'll be great for the audience. And also with connection, Edmonds Cooks that's going to be a conversation specifically about our community and the development of the culinary arts in the downtown core and beyond. I mean, Edmonds is becoming, a culinary destination, and I can't wait to hear how those chefs and how they've all engaged themselves in making that happen. What it's going to mean, what it's meant so far, but also what it's going to mean for the future. How are things developing? What directions are they going? And who else is going to be coming to town because they've built a really cool experience downtown that we certainly didn't have when we opened our doors.
Can I share a secret with you on that? I have like two friends. Well, one who just moved here from the same town. I have a friend who just moved here from Chattanooga, which I moved from Chattanooga as well. And she's also from the East Coast. So when she got here, I started introducing her to some of my other friends, and then two of them had never been to Edmonds. And so I started taking them to some of my favorite places to eat in Edmonds. What do you know? They said this is some of the best food that they've had. And I was like,
there you go.
Edmonds is like truly like a good place for food, and also like great views, because like just it's pretty downtown in Edmonds. Just walking around and enjoying some of the foods. I promise a lot of the places there are my favorite places to eat, and every time anyone comes to town, like I take them to Edmonds, and I feel like it's one of those things that is like a well-kept secret. But it's not really like a secret.
Are you a big seafood fan too?
I am. No, I really am. I love it. And so does like a lot of my family. So when San Kai opened, I was just like in love. And I can't tell you how many people I have introduced San Kai to, and they love it. And it's so great. And the fact that I find that a lot of the cooks or owners like own different properties, and like some of the cooks know each other, and then they tell me, oh, you should try this place, and then I go and try it, and I'm like, this is amazing. That's my secret, is Edmonds has some of the best food that I've had in my entire life. I know I'm only like 27 years old, but still.
Well, after we do this show, I'm not sure it's going to be much of a secret.
I know. I know.
We're shedding some light on this community in terms of its food, so that'll be fun.
I like to think that I'll still have a special, like, knowing of when to get there, because I've been lucky to get to places and then not be too busy, and I'm able to like get what I need and not have to do a long wait. So I'm hoping that I'll still have that, and that people don't just come. But if they do, it's great. I'll still wait for the food because it's that good.
Good for you. Kermet Apio, he's a really amazing guy too, a stand-up, nationally known stand-up comedian in his own right, with a wonderful career, very successful career, who happens to be in our community, and a parent and an engaged community member who it must have been 8 or 9 years ago, maybe more, it's been a little while, when his children were in school, there was a concern or a wish for the Parent-Teacher Association in one of the schools in Edmonds to develop more support. They just wanted to try to raise a little more money for their kids to be able to do things, and so Kermet volunteered to create this comedy night for the PTA, and year one, it was extraordinarily successful. I mean, it just blew the doors off. He invited friends of his to come to the stage, and they provided, these very talented comedians, gave their resources that they earned through ticket sales and other things to the school. And it got so big over the years that it became a support for the entire school district, basically. But he's being very gracious to join us in this particular environment, do a show, help us laugh, help us get out of the funk we're in. And what can be better? Music is amazing, and music is therapeutic, and music helps us, move through moments like this. So does laughter, if not more so. And I just think adding Kermet's team to the mix is just going to be, much needed, but also amazing and fun. It's time, and it's the ticket sales for that particular show are moving quickly. So
If
anybody wants to get in, they should do it soon. Yeah,
I love to laugh, and I love to see it like in person. But I also enjoy like the Netflix specials that I see online sometimes. So it's like, again, you can get the best of both worlds. So even if someone misses out on being able to see it in person, they could still do the virtual and just watch it online.
That's the nice thing about all three of those. You can dial in and have the experience if you're not comfortable coming, or if we sell out, which frankly
we might,
could happen.
So then you still don't miss out. You can still do it. No, it's great. I'm excited about all three series.